What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Systematic Investing. Today, we're going to talk about Circle IPO. Circle is set to IPO on Thursday, June 5th. Today is Tuesday the 3rd. Circle issues a stablecoin USDC, the second largest stablecoin in existence behind USDT, which is Tether. Uh, but Circle is fully regulated. They have a 100% reserve ratio, and we're going to go into a few of those things. We'll do a deep dive on what exactly is going on here. All right, we're just going to run through a couple things to do with Circle. I would highly recommend you go on their website and read their white paper, which shows everything they plan on doing, blah, blah, blah. It's pretty much like uh, a business plan essentially for crypto. So here we got industry leading security, 61 billion in USDC outstanding and 61.26 billion in reserves, fully backed, highly regulated, transparently managed. Every month, I believe they get audited by a big four financial firm. So they're super transparent, super clear to make sure that there aren't any problems with liquidity or anything so people can trust their stablecoin. As you see here, they say they have an active network, highly liquid, widely adopted, and supported by a global network of partners, $26 trillion in all-time volume, 1,000 plus banks, blockchains, distributors, and other partners, and 78% yearly growth. So these are really big numbers for Circle, which is once again is going to lead to a lot of anticipation for this IPO coming on Thursday. And as you see here, they developer ready. So they are natively issued on 20 blockchain networks and seamlessly move between 11 blockchains with CCTP, built on open protocols supporting Spirit APIs and SDKs. It's a bunch of technical jargon there, but they got Algorand, Aptos, Arbitrum, Avalanche, Base, Celo, Ethereum, Hedera, Near, Noble, Optimism, Polkadot, Polygon, Solana, Stellar, Unichain. So they have a ton of the big blockchains that work with Circle. So that's going to provide like a lot of use cases for them to move around their currency, which is essentially what's going to make their stock price go up or go down over time, is how many people are going to actually transact in USDC, because the value of any currency essentially is the amount in circulation and or the amount that's transacted. And here we have so end-to-end cross-border payment settlement with CPN. So CPN is Circle Payment Networks. So essentially, the sender will send it to the originating financial institution, who converts the USD of the sender to USDC, USD Circle. Circle then sends from the OFI to the BFI, beneficiary financial institution, who takes the USDC, converts to pesos, and then sends pesos to the receiver. So then in this instance, as opposed to going straight from the sender from the sender to the receiver in just like an ACH payment transfer, Circle acts an intermediary, because on the Circle network, USDC is converted immediately. So you get sent in like 1 second. So as opposed to waiting multiple days for it to go through, Circle will take the USD, convert to USDC, and then send over to the beneficiary, who then converts to USDC, which they receive immediately, to pesos, which they can be sent immediately as well. So what it does, just speed up transactions, is really the value proposition that Circle brings. They can take down payment time from 2 days to 2 minutes. All right, now taking a look at their 2024 financials. They had revenue billion, which is up 16% year over year, and then net income of 155 million, down 41% year over year. I think a fair price to sales multiple for this company is going to be about 10, based upon I base that off Coin, who is the biggest player that is publicly traded crypto company, and then also realistically, I think it's going to go a lot higher than that in the near term, because it's kind of a deal that has to do with the amount of shares that are becoming available. So only about 10% of the shares are being sold IPO. So there's going to be an intense demand for a small amount of shares, which should drive the price way, way, way higher than that in the near term. But that will be remain seen. So I have a target price of about $66 based upon fundamentals. But until we get more clarity and a couple earnings reports after the IPO, it's really, really hard for me to say. So I'm just going to go with a 10 price sales, nice even. All right, and I'm just going to go over my personal plan for the Circle IPO. So first, I plan on getting my shares around $25. That's the expected IPO price as of now. I hope we get $25, but depending on the demand, we might not. And then so I plan on splitting half of it into an investing half and a trading half. And then after that, with my trading half, I plan on selling half of them at $50, and then I'll sell the second half. We get all the way to 100. And then for the investing half, I plan on selling half of it if we get to $100, and then keeping the rest. And then I will also double down if we get all the way down to $10. So that's kind of my little plan I got going for me there. Um, it's going to be a little tricky. I kind of have like I mentioned earlier, it's a little tricky with these IPOs because you don't really know a lot of their business numbers because they haven't been required to report anything while they've been privately held. So now that they're IPO'd, we'll get a lot more information on their guidance, their business practices, um, their financial forecasts. So all that stuff's going to help us quite a bit in making decisions going forward. Yeah, so that's my plan and my little analysis of Circle, which will IPO on Thursday, June 5th. Thanks for watching the video, everybody. What I just, like you see on the screen, read the damn white paper if you're planning on investing or doing anything with this. Like, if you don't read the white paper, you really just have no idea what's going on. And you're totally just guessing because you don't understand the applications of Circle and what it can possibly do. Well, thanks again, guys, for watching, and I will see you next time. Peace.